quiz, operation and real numbers. So let's start with the question number 1, which in question number 1, they're asking us to multiply -1 times another -1 times another -1 and an extra -1. So following our rule, -1 times -1 should be +1, and -1 times -1 should be another +1. So 1 times 1 should give you the answer of 1. So that will be it for problem number 1. Recall your rules for multiplying positive and negative numbers. Let's move on to the next following problem. Problem number 2. What are they asking you to do in problem number 2? In problem number 2, we have -25 minus -50 and -75. So in this particular problem, what are we going to do is we're going to have to clear the parentheses first. So here you have like a phantom 1 here that we talk about. So there's like a phantom 1 that is multiplying this 50, which is going to give you a +50. And you still have the -75 here. So combining like terms, this -25 and this 50, it's supposed to give you a 25. So you will have a 25 minus 75. And 25, +25 and -75 is going to give you a -50. So that will be your answer. So problem number 3. Let's see what we're going to have in problem number 3. Okay, problem number 3. 2 minus -3 minus -8 plus 6. So in this particular problem, once again, we have to clear the parentheses. So here's like a phantom 1 in here that you have to multiply, another phantom 1 here that you have to multiply in order for you to clear the parentheses. Now, so 2 plus 3 plus 8 plus 6. Combining like terms, 2 and 3 is going to be 5. You could also combine these two here. So +8 and +6 is going to be +14. 5 plus 14 should give you 19. Number 4. 53 plus -27 plus -32 plus -7. So let's clear the parentheses. So +1 times -27, +1 times -32. So as well here, there is another +1 times -7. Clearing the parentheses, we will get 53 minus 27 minus 32 minus 7. Now, let's combine like terms. Well, you can either start from left to right. So you can do these two together, in any way you want to associate it with. So I'll just do these two for now. 53 minus 27. On the side, I can do that. So 53 minus 27, what is that going to give you? Let's see. 4, 1, 13 minus 7 is 6. 4 minus 2 is 2, so it's going to be a 26. So you have a 26 here. 26. You could also combine these two as well. -32 and -7. What could that be? That will be -39. And you have to combine these two terms. So 29 minus 30, 26 minus 39 is going to give you -13. Problem number 5. 5, 6 plus -1, 4. So let's clear the parentheses here. So here we have a +1. +1 times -1, 4. You will get again 5, 6 minus 1, 4. Now you have to find the same denominator for both of them. Some of you can do it mentally, but let's just do this the long way. So this is going to be 3 times 2, and this is going to be 2 times 2. To find my LCD, I will pick one of them. So it's going to be 3 times 2, and here I gotta make sure this pair of 2 are already included here. There's only 1 2, so I'm missing 1. So now I do have enough. So 3 times 2 times 2 should be 12. Now let's make 6 a 12 and let's make 4 a 12. 6 times 2 top and bottom by 2, times 3 top and bottom. Now we will get 10 over 12 minus 3 over 12. Now they do have the same denominator. So if they have the same denominator, I will keep my same denominator. Just because they have the same denominator, just combine the top part. So 10 minus 3 should be 7 over 12. So that should be your final answer. 7 over 12. Or you can just write here 7 over 12. And yes, this is reduced to its lowest terms already because 7 is a prime number and the 12 is made out of a 3, a 2, and another 2 here. Okay? Number 6. Once again, we have to clear the parentheses here. So here's a phantom 1. Multiply to that, it's going to give you negative 5 over 9 minus 1 6. Right? So they need to have the same denominator. Some of you can do it mentally, some of you can do it long way, up to you, however you decide. But this was a quiz, so make sure you practice enough for that. So 9 and 6. So because I don't want to skip any step, I will show everything here. So this is a 2 times 3. The 9 is made out of a 3 times 3, and the 6 is made out of a 2 times 3. My LCD, I should get 3 times 3 because I'm going to pick all of these, and I got to make sure if these 2 and these 3 are included on my list already. I have 3, but I do not have a 2, so I add it here. So 2 times 3 times 3 should be my LCD. So multiplying all of these here, we're going to get an 18. So means that our lowest common denominator is 18. So these 9 I should multiply times 2 top and bottom. And here I should multiply times 3 top and bottom. So I will get negative 10 over 18 minus 3 over 18. So negative 10 minus 3 is going to be negative 13 over 18 because they have the same denominator. So that should be your final answer. Problem number 7, we have a negative 1/8 and negative 1/3. Once again, we need, okay, this was a negative 3/8. Sorry about this. So this should supposed to be a 3/8. 3/8. Okay, so this is going to be a 3/8. Combining, because they have the same denominator, you just keep the same denominator and you will get a negative 4. So negative 4 divided by 8. So what are we going to have here? We're going to have to reduce here. 4 goes into here 1, 4 goes into here twice. Therefore, your final answer should be negative 1/2. Problem number 8, we're going to have a 0 minus negative 12. Once again, we have to see that there's a negative 1 in here. To clear the parentheses, we have to multiply. So 0 plus 12. And 0 plus 12 is going to give us 12. Problem number 9. So negative 15 over 16 divided by 25 over 8. So whenever we're dividing fractions, what we need to do is change this division symbol into a multiplication statement. Therefore, what are we going to have here is 8 over 25 because you have to multiply by its reciprocal. But before you multiply 15 times 8 and 16 times 25, you have to try to reduce, simplify as much as you can. I believe 5 goes into 15 3 times and 5 goes into 25 5 times. So 5 goes into here 3 times and 5 goes into here 5 times. Same idea here with the 8 and 16. I think 8 goes into here once and 8 goes into here twice. So what I'm left with is negative 3 times 1, which is going to be negative 3, over 2 times 5, which is 10. With problem number 10, negative 2 over 7 divided by 4. But how am I going to divide if this is a whole number? So I need to make this a fraction. So if you put a 1 underneath, that will be a fraction. Now we're going to change this division symbol into a multiplication statement. And to do that, we need to use the reciprocal and simplify if possible. 2 goes into here once, 2 goes into here twice. So negative 1 times 1 should give you negative 1, and 7 times 2 should be 14. 11, negative 33 divided by 0. Be careful here. Whenever you divide any number divided by 0, any number divided by 0 is going to be undefined. So my answer here should be undefined. Okay, so let's go for problem number 12. Here we have 1/3 times 1/5 times negative 1/7. So let's try to reduce if possible here. On top we only have 1s, so there's nothing for us to cancel out. So 1 times negative 1 times negative 1. So omit the negative sign for a minute. Just do 1 times 1 times 1 is going to be 1. 3 times 5 is 15. Times 7, let's see what we're going to get. So 5 times 2 is 35. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 3 is going to be 10. So it should be 105. Now, what about the negative sign? Negative times a negative should become positive. So your answer is positive 1 over 105. So recall, if the numbers are the same, you multiply the same numbers, you're going to have a positive outcome.